Hey everyone, okay, so today I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on this incredible concealer, and it is by Estee Lauder. It is called Double Wear Radiant Concealer, and here it is. So, honestly, don't bother getting funny because I'm not in the mood. It's upside down. Here it is. So, Estee Lauder Double Wear Radiant Concealer. There's many things to like about this product. One of the things to really rejoice about is the fact that there is 10 mils of product in here. Now, this is becoming something of an issue now because as more and more companies are coming out with concealers having 6, 8, 10, up to 15 mils of product in, it means that all the other good concealers we've ever liked, and there are lots of them, are now a bit shit because you've got companies who are giving you 10 mils and your other really good concealer gave you 2. And I certainly won't be buying them, put it that way. So let's make a start, show you what this beauty looks like. So I always go a little bit darker under the eyes because, you know, let's use light medium. We'll use one that's probably a bit too light. So it has a very big thick wand applicator, and this kind of wand applicator is a little bit similar to that brand that I can't remember, Tarte. And there are similarities with this because this is an incredibly full coverage concealer. So what I'll do is I'll do one ridiculous application and one decent one. So for me, that's too much. This will be the ridiculous side, okay? So that's too much. And then we'll do a decent amount. So the way I like to do things, as you know, is to take a brush. Now, I like to use mine because they're the best in the whole world, said myself. You can't see it because it hates me. And I like to blend with the brush because this creates coverage. And then I go in with a beauty blender to make it a part of the skin. So that's what I like to do. So this is you can see the brightness of that. And just using a small amount means that this amount of product is going to last you a long time. This has also worked great as an eye primer, so you could use it as that. It has a radiant finish to it, but by radiant, what I mean by that is that it's not matte, but it's going to be matte the second you powder it, so you need to bear that in mind. Regardless of how well you blend, I like to go in and just make sure it's all decent. Okay, so now time for the silly side. So the product moves a lot, and depending on whether or not you're a really big fan of, things like lots of moisturizer and other such stuff, you'll get a lot of slip from this before it settles down, but it has a gummy texture to it, so it does actually settle quite quickly. Now I'm going to build this layer up because I want to do the ridiculous side, and even that side wasn't that ridiculous for today's standards. So we'll go in with a little bit more, shall we? Oh, look at that. I think not. Silly boy. And then we'll blend. So again, I really like the triangle of light technique. Trish McAvoy, she deserves credit for that. Love Trish McAvoy, such a nice person, such a good brand. So you can see that this is way too much, and I'm having difficulty blending it because of the amount of product I used. So I'm just going to go in with the Beauty Blender, which does an amazing thing of removing product. That's why it looks so good on the skin. That's why everyone loves a Beauty Blender. Like, oh, it makes my foundation look so flawless. That's because it's taking half of it off. But there you go, I'm just bitter. So, blend that out. Now, you could also use this if you wanted to as a little bit of a foundation as well. So I'm just going to dot a few little bits and pieces around my face just to give you a kind of idea. But most people aren't really going to be using it that way. But I'm just going to start the blending process. There's a dog outside. By the sound of it, it's attacking someone. Run! Run! So, pat and blend in. Truly, I was actually looking at this. So what happens is I have stuff around me, and sometimes when companies send you stuff, the PR people will sort of message you and go, how did you like that stuff I sent? And I'm always pretty much, I haven't really tried it properly yet. I've only used it a few times. So that's sometimes why a lot of my reviews are quite late to the game, because I have to try something for a bit, and sometimes I get things early and a lot of times I don't. So, you know, you can't just, you can do a first impressions, but they're a bit pointless really, aren't they? Okay, so there we go. It's a great concealer. 10 mils, full coverage, radiant finish, which is negated by powder, and it's pretty budge proof as well. It is quite remarkable. Now, will it go into fine lines and wrinkles? Yes, it will, because everything does. Will it make me look older? Absolutely, because all foundations and concealers emphasize lines more than they would without. It's sad but true. However, even toned skin appears younger, so you've got that kind of balance of foundation makes you look older, but even toned skin makes you look younger, so you're kind of somewhere in that limbo area. Absolutely spot. Oh my god, it is recording. Thought it wasn't, I would have cried. It's just spot on. In case you're wondering, I bought these. They are mine. I bought them and I shall be purchasing about another 10 shades because they are pretty spectacular, which means they go into one's Hall of Fame right over there. That's the stuff that I keep because I think it's fantastic. Let me quickly show you. These people that have really good, you know, beauty rooms. It's not me. Anyway, so like this. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're so good that this is what I like to use for brows. Now there are lots of other brow products out there that are really good. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury brow product. I think that's fantastic. But nothing really beats Hourglass, actually. That's another one that's amazing. But nothing beats Anastasia, you know. She knows her brows. That's all I can say, and I love the products. Anyway, thanks so much. I'm talking a little bit too much lately, and I don't know why. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye. No, I won't. See you next time. Goodbye.